Good morning. From where? From Fort Clark Springs, Bracketville, Texas, on a Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning coming down. It's 8:45 a.m., 48 degrees outside. Going to be a high of about 74 today. Pretty dadgum nice. I got me a cup of coffee. Yep. It's called the House Blend. We'll turn out of this in just a second. We got a lot of Texas Department of Public Safety vehicles coming in here today. There must be some highway destruction down the highway. But be that as it may, what are we going to talk about? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about every single thing that can be talked about. In this one video, we're going to cover everything that is possible to be talked about by a human being. Ready, set, go. That's a lie, you know that. But anyway, enough said. I was out walking this morning and it occurred to me, one of the things that older people do, me included, is as you get older, you want to drag your feet, and that is a bad habit. Well, I figured out a way to stop that crap here a few years ago, and that's not to go walking. No, kidding. Whenever you're walking, if you swing your arms, really kind of swing them, then you can't drag your feet. No. Or it's difficult. No, if you're really swinging your arms, your legs your feet and everything want to work right. So just remember that genius thought and go out and fall down now. What else is going on? Well, let me see. I got a trip coming up. We'll be leaving here in about less than a week, I think. Be going, I'm thinking about going over to Lano for a few days. We'll see. And Lano, Texas, that is. And why? I don't know. Just for the hell of it. I think I'm going to go over there or in that area for a month. And that'll finish out February. And then come back this here way and what? Well, hang around a while and then go out to New Mexico and see what's going on there, I think. And what else can I tell you? Oh, here's something I thought about too. I walked through the RV park at Fort Clark Springs, and they've probably got, 50 RVs in there. But there are a few people that, of course, have wind chimes, and I've never heard any barking dogs. I will give them that. But wind chimes are just as bad. But wind chimes go 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, unless the people have the manners, which normally they don't, to bring them inside when they go for the evening. Normally they leave them out all night. Well, the wind blows at night too, folks. I got to tell you that. That's probably news to some people. And if you have a wind chime that is, like a real little one that's really quiet, then that's not a problem. But some of them have pipes about 3 feet long. They're hanging down. Gong, gong, gong. Well, here's my tip for the day. If you're going to stay at an RV park and you drive up to the office and they say, well, we've got 10 sites available, so just pick the one you want and enjoy it. Well, then walk around the RV park, look at the sites that they have, and I hear that noise. I heard that yesterday. It's a dash rattle noise, and it's going to be in the video too, I'm sure. Maybe not. But be that as it may, walk around the campground, the RV park, look at the sites that are available, and whenever you pick one, be sure there's nobody around with the dongs and the barking dogs and all that crap. Before you start leveling your, I don't know what that noise, I hate noises, obviously, but be that as it may, I'll get it, man. Whenever you pick your site, check to be sure that the water and electric work, because there may not have been anybody at that site in a month or 2 or 3, and so you pull in there and get all hooked up and then find out there's no water pressure at that site. Or option 2, there's no 30 amp or 50 amp power and you've already got your unit leveled. Not good, not good. Have I ever done that? Yep. How many times? I don't know. A few. So yeah, just bear that in mind for you RVer types. And what else can I tell you? I'm in my Class B RV right now, traveling down the road. And the reason I am, I mean, I can go in this thing, it's 20 plus miles a gallon. We're just going to take a short drive. I wanted to get out for a while this morning and just check out the universe and enjoy my coffee. I have a cup of coffee about I don't know, maybe once a month. Do I enjoy it? Yeah, it's okay. I put some of that French vanilla creamer stuff in there and a little sugar, not much, maybe a teaspoon of sugar. And yeah, it's okay. And it's in this big cup. It's in this big 20-ounce stainless steel cup. And they charged me $1 for that, which is, I think, fair. And what else can I tell you? Well, this is a potpourri driving video. We're going to talk about more things. I'm not going to talk about politics or religion, though. That eliminates about 9,000 topics and problems, okay? And so we'll skip those two. And what else could we get to? You know, I've seen people have done a lot of videos. I've even done one myself, or 2 or 3, about the cost of living in an RV while you're traveling, either part-time or full-time. Well, no matter what kind of RV whether you're towing it or driving it, your biggest expense, more than likely, is going to be your fuel, gasoline. And that's your biggest, and that's a variable depending on how much you travel. So you can't use my budget or anybody else's budget on YouTube to make a budget. You have to do it, make your own budget. But I think that based on my own experience, that you'll find out that it can be relatively inexpensive. It can. You know, if you stay at RV parks or RV resorts and stuff, well, you know, that's going to run your expenses up a little. But if you do some state parks and maybe some dry camping, you're going to be fine, man. I think you'll find it quite enjoyable. And at least I have and do and stuff, even though I'm going to be staying in an RV park in Lano, Texas. They've only got like, I don't know, 25 sites in the whole place, and they're quite spacious. They're nice. And yeah, I'm going back to the one I lived at for almost a year. So yeah, this coffee is quite good, actually. And what else? Yeah, RV park stuff. You know, again, I could make a generalization and say all RV parks suck. Well, that would be incorrect, because they don't. There are some RV parks that are quite nice, well maintained, the people are friendly, and the rates aren't too high, and you can get by okay, you know. And this is the road I'll be going on when I leave to go on my trip. This goes to Rock Springs. Did I change topics pretty quickly there, guys? Hang on to your hat, you know. And yeah, but yeah, this is the road that goes to Rock Springs, Junction, Texas, followed on around to Mason, Texas, and then 30 miles into Lano. So when I go on my trip, I'm going to do you're going to love these videos. I'm going to do a video of the town of Rock Springs, whoopee, and a biggie. It's just a little bitty community. And then Junction as I drive through those, and then Mason, Texas as I go through there, and then as I come into Lano, I'll do a video all the way around to the RV park. And then in the following days, weeks, or whatever, we'll go look at my place on East Terrence Street that I sold and see what they've done there. We'll check the Lano River and see if that dredging did anything. And yeah, and then we'll check out my place over in Kingsland. We'll go see Old Forney one more time for old time's sake. And yeah, we'll do some things. We'll do some things. And then, anyway, it's kind of like I would say a vacation for me, but it's like non-stop doing things. And that's the way, that's the lifestyle I've chosen to live. For me, it works. I've been back from Roma, Texas. I was down in Roma, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, whatever it was, and Choke Canyon State Park. And now I'm back here at my home base. And the weather's great. I can't complain about the weather, and the weather is certainly not the reason that I'm going to be traveling here in the near future. So the weather in Lano is about the same, maybe a little cooler. And then when I come back from Lano, depending on how I feel or what's going on, then I'll head out to New Mexico. And the main reason I'm taking this drive today is I washed the Class B yesterday. I got one of those poles that you attach to your garden hose extension. So I washed the RV, got it all cleaned up. Then I, checked the inside, got some stuff organized. Based on my trip to Roma, there's some things I thought I could, change up a little bit. A lot of things I may not need, and I've ordered, even though I may not use it or use it often. I ordered it's a hitch storage thing. Like I carried my trike on at one time. I'm not putting it back there to carry the trike. I think I could probably use it to carry the electric trike, but I don't think I am. But it also comes with a big bag that's waterproof. And what I thought I would do, not necessarily on the trip I'm going to take coming soon, but when I go out to New Mexico, I could put stuff in there that takes up space on the inside. Like I can put some clothes in there, and I don't know what else, maybe some food items that are hard to find in different places. And just kind of clean up the RV and put it in that rear storage that I don't need to access very often. And it's waterproof, and you can strap it down pretty good. And so and it's just a small one. It's like 20 inches wide by 52 inches. It's a rectangle by 52. It's got a 4-inch high rim all the way around it. So I can make that work. And I told you this is going to be everything you can possibly talk about. So I'm taking that mainly to allow me to bring some stuff back from Cloudcroft when I come back in September or whenever. And isn't this pretty though? What a beautiful drive, man. Isn't this nice? I just look off to the right is where they had the John Wayne, the Alamo thing. That's where that is over there. But you have to get a permit to go in there. But even enough said, we can do this. Instead of just looking straight at the road. Anyway, what else? Let's see. That'll allow me to haul some stuff back from Cloudcroft. I don't know if I'm going to sell the place or not now. I don't know. It depends. It depends on what this summer is like in Texas. In other words, while I'm in Cloudcroft enjoying the beautiful, 45 to 75 degree temperatures all summer long, then you guys in Texas, I don't know what y'all are going to be enjoying, but I hope it's not too bad, but we'll see. But if it's another one of those summers like we had last year, where, it was 107, 110 in this part of Texas, I don't really need to be here for that. I mean, this place won't miss me. And, it cost me $1,500 a year for 5 months. Is it right? It's the April 1st, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Actually, it's 7 months. 7 months. I could be there for 7 months. From April the 1st through November the 1st that's what that $1,500 pays for. Plus, that includes garbage, water. You pay your own electric based on the meter. He meters it. Or he comes by and reads the meter. And so I think it's a good deal. If I stayed there a full 6 months, that's $250 a month, and that's as good as you're going to find anywhere. It's a beautiful location, man. That's another thing that's hard for me to leave, is I like that little town of Cloudcroft. I do. And now, as far as going down the mountain to Alamogordo, I'm not too thrilled about it. Well, going down the mountain, which is worse, going down the mountain. Yeah, going down the mountain is the the white knuckler for me, but coming back up, not bad at all, you know. And so yeah, but I could go around. Don't you see? This is everything you can possibly talk about, guys. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm throwing it out there fast for y'all to absorb it. And but I could go around. I know y'all care about this, and it's very damn important. So listen up. I could go around to Ruidoso, which is about 50 miles from Cloudcroft, as opposed to 25 to 30 to Alamogordo, but I wouldn't have to go up and down the mountain. Okay, and they've got the Walmart there. They don't have a great grocery store in Ruidoso, but well, they got a good one in Alamogordo. That Lowe's on 10th Street, that grocery store, and that's their mega store, man. It's beautiful. And they got a deli there that's just awesome. I mean, they make bread there that's just muy bueno. Yeah, it comes out in those round loaves, and now they got a machine that cuts it into slices. No, it's good. I get some sourdough bread there, and yeah, it's okay. And yeah, but as far as it's a beautiful place to start a trip from. In other words, if you go from Cloudcroft just about any direction, the first several miles, up to 100 miles, is pretty damn nice, you know. And because you can go around from Ruidoso over to Capitan, then across over to Carrizozo and on. But you know, I could go camping at Rob Jagger's from there. And you know, I've got my Starlink now, so I don't have to worry about, you know, satellites. I mean, internet stuff. And so yeah, we've come a long way, baby. So let me take a swallow of my perfectly mixed coffee and whatever I put in it, that creamy stuff. You know, that is good. It is extremely tasty. It is. I see why people will drink coffee. Not only is it a great ritual, the coffee smells good when it's brewing. In other words, if you were in an RV brewing coffee, it smells good. And tea doesn't have any odor. You know, or as far as I can tell, it doesn't. You know, my green tea, I can stick my nose in it. It doesn't do anything for me. But coffee's a little different. It has a nice fragrance. So that's another thing we covered here this morning. And what else? You guys got any ideas? See if you can mentally send me an idea. Ah, yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, somebody's already asked me that about my favorite places to go, and I mentioned in the video comment call here today, actually, that I can't really pick my favorite camping site. Okay, why? Because for me, it's wholly contingent upon the weather while I'm there. If the weather is nice, temperatures say no higher than 80 and no lower than say 45, perfect. Humidity low, no no-see-ums, no biting flies, no mosquitoes, no high wind blowing dirt in your face all day long. Yeah, it's that's the spot, man. You know, for example, there is a place north of Taos, New Mexico. You go through Cuesta going north on whatever highway that is. You go through Cuesta about, I don't know, 2 or 3 miles, maybe or less, and there's a sign. It's called Wild Rivers Recreation Area or something. It's a Bureau of Land Management campground. Beautiful place, beautiful, but it's no hookups. You know, it's a pretty well dry camping, boondocking, cheap. You know, for seniors, it's like $3.50 a day, $3.50, and yeah, and it's beautiful. The downside, and it hasn't happened every time, but I'd say I've been there probably 10 times, and probably 7 of those times the no-see-ums will drive you to drinking, and that's not far for me. And yeah, and I always call ahead and say, well, how are the no-see-ums? And if they tell you they're light or moderate, kind of take that with a grain of salt, you know. And but yeah, if the no-see-ums aren't there, it's a beautiful place because you got beautiful view of Rio Grande Gorge, and beautiful places to walk. And yeah, that's a great place. And then you can come back around the Enchanted Circle, and there's national forest campgrounds all around that circle that are cheap, you know. And with Starlink now, that opens all of that up. But prior to Starlink, I didn't want to go there because there's no cell phone signal. Okay, or there may be, but it's spotted, very spotted. Now they do have Wi-Fi at the office there at Wild Rivers, but it's not that great. So, but anyway, what else can I tell you guys? Yeah, we gone on a little bit here. Let's let it go. Shit, what do y'all got to do this morning? Anything important? I don't. And I'm trying to cover every single topic that can be covered in the whole universe. And I'll tell you another one. I had to take a swallow of my coffee. Anyway, yeah, the icing is off the cake, so to speak. Elon Musk and his companies are kind of taking a little abuse in the market anyway. And, I can't believe, I read where a judge ruled that the compensation package that Elon Musk was seeking from his company, they couldn't do it. And I've never heard of a judge getting involved in a corporate decision before it's made. Before it's made. I will start. Maybe one. I think one of the large shareholders actually sued Tesla, trying to block that compensation package. And today, it was blocked yesterday by the judge, and today the stock tanked about $4 a share, which is several billion in value. Does that have anything to do with RV? Yeah, it does. Damn right it does. A direct connection. And what is it, Rusty, if there's a direct connection? Tell us what it is. Well, the direct connection is Tesla makes cars that are all electric, and you can tow an RV for probably 20 miles, So that's a thought. I met a lady at Falcon Lake that's traveling, towing a trailer. They're not living in it. It's just a trailer that carries all their tents and stuff. They're living in tents, traveling. And but she's using a Tesla. But she rented an RV site, even though they're in an area where it's like dry camping. But she rented an RV site that had electric, so she could pull the car up there and charge it during the day. But different strokes for different folks. I don't think electric cars are quite ready for towing 36-foot fifth wheels. Even that truck they came out with, the Cyber truck. Well, he sure has made a wave in the automobile industry and space travel, no doubt, and solar. So, guys, we just been cruising through these hills like we know where we're going. Yeah, this will be my drive. The good thing, this road, there's the upside and the downside to everything. One, it's not busy. That's great. I can drive like this all the way to Rock Springs and probably not see five. I bet I wouldn't see 3 cars. The downside, there's no cell phone out here. Not for many miles. And also, it is a windy, like the devil's backbone road, curve. And but I'm not in a hurry. What, I got an appointment where I'm going? Actually, I do. I have 2 appointments, but not the day I'm traveling. That's another reason I'm going to Lano, is I'm going to that doctor. It's called Poole and Associates, the optometrist deal there in Marble Falls, Texas. And that's about 35, 40 miles from Lano, whatever, close. And so I'll go get that done, because they're just good folks. He's got all the latest equipment. They don't have to dilate your eyes. They got that other stuff they do, and give you an exam. And I want him to check my right eye, that lens, be sure it's clear and nothing wrong with it, because I had cataract surgery in my right eye. Get that done, and then I have a dermatology uh, appointment with the bride of Frankenstein. You know, she just loves to cut on you. You know, no, she's a great dermatologist, and she's thorough. Yeah, she does a good job, and yeah, but you know, I don't want to have any more than surgeries. No, no, no. I hope I don't, because that is no fun. And I had, see, it's just me, you know. And fortunately, the last time I had the surgery was on my chest, so I could get to it real easy to do the bandage and stuff. But if I ever had to have one on my back, then that'd be a little difficult. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We got that coming up on Valentine's Day. Both appointments are on Valentine's Day in February, and February is a leap year. We got February the 29th this year. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video because I know I've covered damn near everything. And I want to enjoy my coffee and my dark chocolate almonds. We're getting 20.7 miles to the gallon right now, but we're only traveling at about 45 miles an hour. So, but anyway, guys, thumbs up. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye bye. Buy anything you want anytime. If you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, and buy whatever you want. How about that? And what else? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, take deep breaths, breathe in, breathe out. That lowers stress, lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yes. Do it several times a day. And then stand guard at the door of your mind. It is your mind. Take care of it. Adios. Enjoy your life. Bye-bye.